I heard Shama. Should it be Shama? It is Shama. Okay. So it is Shama. It's the first Sha. Shiva Sha. Dhamma should precede Shama for practicing, is it not? First control, withdraw, and then concentrate. Yes. Can we draw parallel from Yoga Sutra, Yama, Niyama, Asana, etc.? Yes, you can use Yama, Niyama. You can use the Yoga Sutras for developing all of this. Yes, I think I missed that point. I should have told that. Then... okay, although Advaitin, Vishishtadvaitin or Advaitin all have Shraddha in Shastra, implications seem to be different for each. How can Shraddha in Shastra produce different results? Yeah. Now, this interpretation of the Shastra, one needs to go through gradually, and as Swamiji recommends, go through one of them, right? And then look at others also, and then you convince your intellect as to what is exactly the Shastra trying to communicate. There are ways by which we can do that, right? Upakramadi, there is this Shadlingas, etc. You can find out what is the central theme of the teaching. One should definitely convince their intellect as to which of the three is the Vedanta Shastra trying to communicate, right? It takes some time, but you will be able to get there. Kindly give Shloka Sankhya, ma'am. Shloka Sankhya is there in the PowerPoint, so I don't know what I'm missing. So anyway, I'll come to the audio later. Thanks for clarifying, Manda Bhakti. Question on difference between Uparati and Samadhanam. Yeah, Samadhanam is again a length of time, right? Meditation, etc. for developing this Chitta Ekagrata comes under Samadhanam. But the stepping stone, first it is Shamaha, then it is Uparamaha, then it is Samadhanam, right? So step by step you have to go through. Sarvata or Sarvada in verse 26, last line. Now that verse 26 has both Sarvata and Sarvada. So in the next class, we will make sure that we understand where Sarvada comes and where Sarvata comes. Let's not get into it this now, because I haven't gone through it yet. So once I complete, we'll see that. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Then, okay, now anybody has raised hands? Let me just check. Aditya, please go ahead.
Namaste, ma.
Namaste.
Yeah, this is just to make sure is my understanding correct or not. So regarding the primary pramanam and secondary pramanam, so which kind of source of life or something, it comes under primary and like Vedas, and whichever is dependent on that source, that comes under secondary. Is my understanding correct?
Yes, that is correct. And just to clarify further, if there is an area where you cannot get answers from science, you would have to go to Shastra for it, and Shastra is a primary source of knowledge.
Okay, so basing on that, apart from Vedas, like post-Vedic, all Agamas, Puranas, can we say that they are secondary pramanas?
Yes, they are secondary scriptures dependent on the primary Vedas.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much.
Okay. Lakshmi Kumar, go ahead.
Yeah, Hari Om. This 23, Ubayesham Indriyanam sa Damaha Parikirtitaha, no? Parakirtita, Parikirtitaha.
In fact, I have also been checking on that. It is Parakirtitaha. Just
my book, it is Parikirtitaha.
That's what even I chanted as Parikirtitaha. Then I noticed here that it was Parakirtitaha. Shall I come back to you, because I need to look at that? Yeah, it is parikirtitaha. I think it's a typo here because I also learned chanting only parikirtitaha. I'll correct. Okay?
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. And Lata Ramesh, please go through. Go. You can talk. You can unmute yourself.
Hello, Hari Om Mata. Can you hear me?
Hari Om.
Yeah. So we are discussing about agami karma, where on free will, whatever punya and papa we do is what becomes agami karma. In certain cases, which is right and which is wrong, there's a very thin line, right? I mean, take an example of Oppenheimer, who said that he got inspired with Gita, and what he did was having atom bomb which killed so many people. But he probably one way of look at it is his duty. I mean, he was asked to do this, so he did not do it by himself. He was just performing his duty as a scientist. So in this kind of dilemma, which one, how do we decide what people have done, is it right or wrong?
So who decides? Now, if you're a person who believes in the Vedas and who is going to look at the impact of what you're doing, then the decision would be different. We are not sure about how much, whether, see, there are a lot of Westerners who don't believe in Hinduism but like to translate the works and read it in English, etc. So we don't know the full background, and also we don't know what his compulsions were, right? So you cannot actually compare or take a stand on cases like that, right?
Okay.
Vijaya, please go ahead.
Ma'am, अत्र परिकीर्तितः इति एव अस्ति. Is called as Dhamma इति अस्ति. अत्र Vivekachudamani पुस्तकमध्ये.
That's what. That's exactly what I said. It is parikirtitaha in my text also. I think somebody has made a mistake in the typing of the slides. I'll get it corrected.
अनन्तरं ma'am, अत्र इदानीम् उक्तवती प्रमाणं पञ्च अस्ति इति प्रत्यक्षरूपेण. अत्र एतत् विषये किञ्चित् पञ्चप्रमाणं प्रत्यक्षरूपेण अस्ति इति उक्तवती. स्लैड् मध्ये अत्र वयं सर्वे अस्माकं कृते दातुं शक्यते वा?
पञ्चप्रमाणम् अत्र अस्ति न? 1 minute.
प्रत्यक्षं प्रमाणं 6 अस्ति अत्र, परन्तु अत्र प्रत्यक्षं
5 sense organs. 5 sense organs. That's all. 5 sense organs plus Veda Pramana. That's all.
धन्यवादः.
धन्यवादः. Venkateshwaran Mahodaya.
Slightly of the main discussion. See, it is told that Copernicus only told the sun is at the center and the planets are rotating around. But then the Vedas were knowing Navagrahas and all that long back. But it is told that he has only discovered that the earlier thinking was Earth is this center and the sun is moving around this Earth like that. So Vedas have been telling this the Navagraha and all these Navagraha Sukta and all much earlier. So I want your comment on that.
Okay. There are lots of things like that, so there's no point in debating that in this class, because a lot of things where we say that we knew it earlier than the Western world, etc. Right? So I don't think we can do that in this class. Okay. Anybody else wants to ask a question? Okay. Somebody speaking? Okay, there's somebody who's raised the hand. 1 second. Kishore, please go ahead.
Mute first. What happened? Can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Okay. The reason I was asking that there are at least 2 philosophies that do not accept Apaurusheya of Vedas. So when there is an argument being presented and when is a tarka going on with, for example, like between the Vedantist and the Buddhist, and Vedantists can use this pramanam, the Shabda pramanam, but the Buddhists don't accept it. So how is this resolved?
See, there is one point which, Veda very clearly says. There are lots of areas where we have no information. Veda says, I am here to give you information in those areas. If you don't want to believe me, you don't want to take what I am saying, literally it says, be my guest, do what you want. I'm the only source which can throw light. We actually don't have another source, right? What happens?
Yeah.
See, there are some questions, right? Who is actually a jiva? Why is the jiva born? Why are people born differently? Who created this creation? What is samsara? What happens after life? All these answers, you don't have answers in other areas if you don't believe the Vedas, right? So we don't even get into arguments with Buddhists. Of course, if you're interested in getting into those kind of arguments, it is there in Mandukya Karika. A lot of it has been discussed. It's very interesting to see the Shanika Vijnanavadi, what he says and what Advaita Vedanta says. Shanika Vijnanavadi almost comes close to the Advaita Vedanta, except that he says, sounds stupid even to some normal people like us. He says every second a new consciousness comes, and that consciousness and that world and everything is momentary, and then it goes off and then the next consciousness comes. So how does the continuity happen? How is memory formed? No answers, right? So I don't think we should discuss that, because it is a fact that some of these things can't be answered through any other means except Veda Pramana, right?
That's right.
So, but if you want to know more about it, I think Mandukya Karika is a fantastic
Yeah,
text.
see, I'm reading the Mandukya Karika, but hasn't progressed that much. Just trying.
Okay, I will. I have done Mandukya Upanishad, but I didn't do the Karika because I wanted to wait for some more time for the people. So when I do Mandukya Karika, I'll let you know. You can join.
Oh, sure, I will join.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Padma Narayan, please go ahead. Maybe you already finished your turn. I don't know. Okay.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Teacher, I want to say under Uparama or Uparati, that quality, you said mind should not become extrovert, isn't it?
Correct.
So, see, it is, I will say, it is not possible always, because when we are doing karma, our mind becomes extrovert, isn't it?
Correct. Correct.
So,
Absolutely.
how to remain in this calmness?
See, it is still possible. If you practice upasana for some time, you don't compare yourself with some Swamiji, okay? Then you're, feeling very defeated. You compare with your own self, say 5 years back, 10 years back, and see whether even in Karma Yoga, when you are in active work life, the way you respond to people around you, etc., is it changing because of your being aware and because of your quietude of the mind? Are you able to be more restrained, in your response to them? You check that for yourself rather than compare with somebody else. So extrovertedness in the sense of responding, moving with people is not what it is talked about here. Here it is talking about distraction of the mind and unnecessary gossip, unnecessary entertainment, etc. He's asking you to avoid so that, slowly you can bring the mind in, that's all. But through meditation, you will see improvement anyway.
Thank you. It is good for self-analysis. Good.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, who is this Mod Fam? I don't know what is the person's name. Please go ahead. It says mod fam. Maybe it's a family. I don't know. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Yeah, my name is Radha. My question, we were talking about karma. So I want to know, do actions also, do thoughts also create karma, or is it only action?
Thoughts also, manasa karma. So
They do?
thinking ill of others, all of that also is manasa karma.
Okay.
Yes, we saw that in Tattva Bodha and Introduction to Vedanta. That is manasa karma. Okay.
Right. Thank you.
Evika Ravi, go ahead.
Namaskar, Guruji. I just wanted to know, we said that Vedas are Shastra Darpanam, and Darpanam, I understand it's a mirror. A mirror will show only what you see. So how do we relate it? When I stand in front of the mirror, whatever is in front of the mirror, only the mirror will reflect.
That's correct. But it is in the context of self-knowledge. That is why we use that word, in that context.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh. And one more thing, your Mandukya Karika, which you said you will be taking, will that also be through Vyoma, ma'am?
I don't think so, because generally Upanishads and Karika, there's a little bit of adhikaritvam required. Like you need to be a serious seeker. So I'm not very sure whether we should put it up in public YouTube. So that's why I'm constrained in not doing it publicly. So I'll let you know. I normally have a private Vimeo group which you can join.
Okay. How do I join, ma'am, in that group?
I will let you know. Drop me a mail and I will definitely remind. See, the email to which you should send such requests is vedantasatsanga@gmail.com. vedantasatsanga@gmail.com. I use that only for, these kind of requests, and I can put you in.
vedantasatsanga@gmail.com.
Yes.
Okay, I will send the mail to you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anjali, please go ahead.
Namo Namaha. I have missed a few classes earlier. From today I started. I was not well. So can I get the recordings of these classes, earlier classes?
It's there in the site. Go into sanskritfromhome.org. You will find all the old recordings. Not a problem. You can catch up.
And another thing is that I would also like to be a part of the Vedanta Satsanga group.
Sure. Anybody who's interested, please do drop a mail, and I will, in the recording also, it would have got recorded, the email, so you can drop me a mail. Okay?
So the email is Vedanta Satsanga?
Yeah, I will do one thing. I'm just going to post it here in the chat, so you can all copy it.
Okay, Bhagini.
Yeah.
Dhanyavad.
Okay, so you can all copy it so that So, okay, there's nobody else, I think, there are no raised hands. Let me just check the Q&A once. Okay. In the meaning of moksha, is the meaning of moksha different in each yoga? Bhakti, karma, jnana? No. There is only one moksha. It is the same as Chidananda Rupam, as told by Shankaracharya. That's the only moksha. There's nothing else. How to develop concentration during meditation or japa? The mind goes off everywhere or falls asleep. Is it just practice no matter what? See, 6th chapter of the Gita gives you some, methods. First thing is, best time to start at least practicing is early morning, because that's when you get up, you wash your face, drink a glass of water and go and sit. You are really fresh. And the second thing is, have the same place. Krishna tells Shucho Deshe and all of that. So one clean place, and then you sit there and you first bring your do pranayama and sit in a proper posture, and then you take some shloka, either Nirvana Shatkam or you can do Guru Ashtakam or Guru Stotram. Slowly you can, and if you find that Saguna Brahma Upasana is easier, Ratnai Kalpita, that is Shiva Manasa Puja, is an excellent place to start meditation, because the entire shloka is about an Abhisheka of Lord Shiva. So it is easier for the mind to focus on the Abhisheka of Lord Shiva. You can also do japa, 108 japa, without trying to move your mind anywhere. First try all this for some 1 or 2 years, and then you can move to meditation. It does work, but it's not that easy. You have to really try. It takes almost a year for you to sit for 15 minutes in one place. That itself is a very big problem. Okay. So I'm not saying any of us are there, but I'm just giving you some, it's a journey, and it's good to share, right, each other's views. Is forbearance and coping the same? Forbearance is slightly positive connotation as compared to coping. Willingly you go through a situation, right? That is the difference. Yeah, the mail ID, I have put it in the chat box, so feel free to send me a mail from there. So do you have meditation course? No, not at all. Please use, if you want, Swamiji's meditation courses. It's available on Shastra Prakashika app. He has done guided meditation. He has done Saguna Brahma Upasana. He has done Nirgunam also. There are 4 different sets of meditation. The app is called Shastra Prakashika, SASTRA Prakashika, K-A-S-I-K, right? So there is an app on iPhone as well as Android you will get. So you can download those and listen to the guided meditation, or to just try a sample, go to yogamalika.org. Currently, every week you will find 2 guided meditations available there, which is Swamiji's site. Okay. There's something for the administrator, Krishna Prasad. So do you want to speak? I can unmute you. 1 second. Okay, please go ahead.
Namaste, Bhagini. No, actually, I just was not, just administrative question. I was not able, even if I click the raised hand, it doesn't change color or it doesn't work. So that's why I asked the question for admin. I don't have any, I've asked my questions in the chat. So
thank you so much. Okay, so I think we don't have any more questions. So it's all done, and okay, so next week, same time we will meet. Okay, so there is Ravichandar S. Oh, it is Satsanga. I have written, you have made a spelling. Vedanta is Vedanta. Okay, so that's the mistake. I hope I didn't make a mistake. 1 second, let me just check.
No, you are correct.
Okay, thank you then. Dhanyavadaha. So we'll meet next week.